Next question's up in the front, Jerry. Sorry. DeAndre, talk about that three you hit from the corner and also the block on Kendall Marshall when they came back and tried to answer.
Kendall Marshall drove past me in my left. Gave me the ability to block that shot because he drove past me. I had my long arms. I stretched out and blocked the shot. And that three, I took Darius Jordan the ball, and Coach said that it's a kick out, then shoot it. And I just shot it with confidence and made it.
Down in the front.
DeAndre, right after you hit that, there's a stoppage play. Cal called you over. You guys kind of embraced. What did you two say at that point? I was pretty happy.
That was celebration time. We just bumped heads and we just happened.
I kissed him on the forehead is what I did.
Hey, yo, boss.
Question back to Jerry.
For Josh or Brandon, you guys played a tough, emotional game on Friday, and then you had another one pretty much today. How tough was it to, call on what you had to call on to get this one done?
Josh, can you take that one first?
It was a tough turnaround, but they had the same thing we had to do. We're always ready to come out and play. All we need is a day's rest. SC tournament, we played game after game after game, and we were ready to play every day. So I got faith in my teammates. They're going to come out every game we play, even if they are back-to-back or, a day in between. But, we just take care of our body. Brandon and Darius, they go do cold pool, hot pool just to get their legs right. So, everybody's taking care of themselves.
Brandon, same question.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think our team does a good job, celebrating just, in the moment, being in the moment. After we won that game, it was on to the next one. We had a goal, and that was to make to the Final Four and compete for a championship. And our guys really had a quick turnaround and focus on the next game plan that we had to do.
Next question's down to the middle. If you guys can just remember to state your name and media outlet, Matt.
CBS Sports. Josh, a lot has been written about the change from last year, but even 8 or 10 games ago, you weren't taking people off the dribble and doing some of the stuff you're doing now. Has your confidence increased on a different level in these last 10 games?
Yeah, it's definitely increased. If somebody's playing me too tight and I see a lane, I just try to drive it and get around them. And that helps out for my teammates because they don't play me as tight. Now it's easier passes because they won't come and guard me as tight. But it's totally different. Something I would have never thought I'd be able to do. But we do a lot of stuff like that. And when I work out with Kenny Payne before practice and stuff, we work on a lot of taking people off the dribble and going through bumps. And we also do it in practice with the bigs. So that's just something we've been working on, and I'm getting more confident doing it.
Next question's on the right, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly Martin, Newsday in New York. Coach, going back to that forehead kiss moment, what was going through your mind?
Going through what moment?
The forehead kiss with DeAndre. Just talk about how much he means to you and this team. Because yesterday
I was thinking he's really sweaty. I didn't realize he was that sweaty.
Because I know yesterday he was not on the stage yesterday, and I remember you made
and he
a point
needed to be on the stage.
Exactly.
Well, let me just tell you, he knows how proud I am of. He's come so far as a player, trusting people, trusting his coaches. This kid works. He's in the gym. Brandon works. He works just as hard as Brandon does. He's overcome a lot of stuff. And for me, in this profession, I said this before, there are guys born on third base, and then there are guys born outside the arena that got to try to get in the arena, to get up to bat, to get to first base, to try to go to third base. And DeAndre's overcome a lot, and you look at him right now. He defends, he's unselfish, he makes plays, his skills are improved. He and Josh, all these guys, but especially him, I'm really proud, and I'm on him now. I'm on him to do the right things, and if he screws up, he knows I'm going to be there, but, he performs. He's not afraid. He's making plays.
We do have a few more minutes. Questions for our student athletes. Liz?
Liz Clark, Washington Post for Josh, but if you guys have a thought, please chime in. I just wanted to ask about the very aggressive, emphatic tone you set the first 6-8 minutes of the game. It just seemed almost like it was decided at that point. I know defense is a point of pride, but did you talk specifically about starting fast, making a quick statement in this game?
You know, the first 5 minutes of each half really dictates the game. You always want to come out and play strong. And, you know, the first 5 minutes of the game, we came out and we played really aggressive, played together as a team. And that really dictates what's going to happen throughout the first half normally. And I think we did a good job coming out and dictating the whole game and running our stuff and keeping them out of their basketball game.
Brandon or DeAndre, did you guys have anything on the tone set in the first half?
In the beginning of the game, Coach just told me to be aggressive. So every time I got it, I wanted to push it and see if we can get in transition. And if not, you know, try to attack the basket. And guys are just being really aggressive tonight, and you could tell they really wanted it.
DeAndre, anything on that?
Coach said the first 5 minutes he wanted us to, he wanted me. My job was to run the floor and try to make plays. That's what I try to do.
Next question's up front. Jerry again.
DeAndre, what was your reaction to Coach kissing you there?
He didn't kiss me back, I can tell you that.
Because we still had a game to play, so the game wasn't over. So it just showed I love him as a coach. He defined my game greatly. He made me the player I'm is now, and I respect him, and I love him to death.
One or two more for our student athletes. Brendan on the left side in the middle.
Brendan Prunty from the Newark Star-Ledger. For DeAndre and Josh, you guys are 2 years removed from the NIT, and you know, coming from a place in Kentucky where Final Fours are the norm, how disappointing was it to be in that place, and how sweet is it now that you're in the Final Four?
Going to NIT our first year was definitely disappointing for us and for all of our fans. You know, they really disappointed us, and you know, I think we had a better team than what we showed. But we went to NIT, and we're here now, and back in the Final Four. You know, we got Kentucky back, and a lot of people doubt us this year. You know, a lot of people really didn't think we'd be the team we are. We know we struggled early in the season, lost a couple close games that we should have won. And, you know, we really pulled it together as a team, and, you know, we're back now.
This will be the final question for our student athletes, and it's on the right.
For DeAndre, Zach Berman from the Star-Ledger. At what point did you find out you'd start today, and what was your reaction when you heard that?
It wasn't no big deal to me. Coach said he's going to start me. No respect to Duran or nothing like that. We play 6 guys, so it don't really matter. So Duran came out and hit some shots for us that helped us out. So.
This time we'd like to thank Josh, Brandon, and DeAndre. We're going to send these guys back to the locker room. They'll be available there for a few minutes.